Hey guys, this is Candle, and welcome back to another collection update. I really did not expect to do this so soon into the new year, but just after Christmas, GameStop had a really sweet deal where it was buy two, get two free. Not as good as a buy one, get one free, even though it kind of equates to the same thing. But I ended up walking out of two GameStops with a hell of a lot of games. So, first off, we're going to start with a couple things that I got just before Christmas that were not from GameStop. I actually picked these up at a Goodwill. They were $1 a piece, and they are Sim Ant and Backyard Football 2002. You know, classic PC game, and then Backyard Football. I didn't know any much about it, but it was there. It was only $1, so I went ahead and picked that up as well. The rest of these, again, I'm recording this just after I got back from the store, even though you weren't seeing it for a few days. So I haven't really had a chance to play much of these, but I definitely want to get them on my shelves as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and start taking a look. Picked up Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. Also picked up Kirby Planet Robobot, which I've heard good things about. And The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. Funny thing, Nintendo actually sent me a demo code for this back before this game came out, and I ended up just giving it away on Twitter because I wasn't too much interested in the game at the time. But buy two get two free, so I went ahead and picked that up as well. I also got a bunch of PS3 games. I got White Knight Chronicles International Edition. Now, I do have White Knight Chronicles 2 already, which includes the original White Knight Chronicles as well. But it's good to have this on my shelf as well. So I have both of them now. I also picked up Gran Turismo 6. I do also have Gran Turismo 5. I haven't tried these yet, but I've enjoyed the Forza games. So I've been looking forward to actually getting into other sim racing games as well. I also picked up Last Rebellion, which is a little known JRPG from Nice America, or at least it was published by them. So this was only like $5. I think it was probably one of my free games. I also picked up Need for Speed Pro Street. This is from before Criterion took over the Need for Speed games. So this was for before they started rebooting them. I also got the Tomb Raider trilogy for PS3. Now, I don't think this had come out yet when I did my Let's Plays of Tomb Raider Legend and Anniversary. So I did those on 360 and then did Underworld on PS3 because for some reason, Legend and Anniversary were exclusive to the 360 when they first came out. The PS3 didn't get those individually. They're only available in the trilogy pack here. However, it did get Underworld by itself. But glad to add this to my collection. I also picked up Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which is the PS3 port of the Xbox 360 remaster of the original Xbox reboot. And this has like extra content as well. It's why it's Sigma instead of just Ninja Gaiden. And then I also picked up Driver San Francisco. I've heard good things about this. I do have Driver 1 and 2, but I've never actually played them. But I've heard good things about this. This actually has a really neat mechanic where you can kind of hop between different cars, on the fly. And then I also got a bunch of PS4 games, not that I really need more. But I picked up Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, which is the not quite remaster. It's more just a port of Dark Souls 2, but with all the DLC included. So glad to add these to my collection, even though I'm not a huge fan of this style of game. I do want to really dive deep into these at some point. I also picked up Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. So this means now that the only Resident Evil game I am missing on PS4 is Resident Evil 6. And of course, Resident Evil 3 when that comes out in April. And I'm very much looking forward to that because I have Resident Evil 3 for the GameCube, but I'm probably never going to play it because it's tank controls, and I cannot stand tank controls. So as long as the Resident Evil 3 remake plays like the Resident Evil 2 remake, or even the Resident Evil 1 remake slash remaster, where it's still the fixed camera angles, but you have camera relative controls rather than character relative, I'm good with that. I also picked up Tales of Berseria. I haven't played a Tales game in a long while. I've been slowly accumulating these, so I really need to get into this at some point. And then I also picked up Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. And I think this is the most current Yakuza game. There might be... Maybe Yakuza 7 is out already? I don't know. I know it goes up to 6 at least. I almost got Yakuza Kiwami as well, which was, I think, the remake of the original Yakuza from the PS2. And Basically, these games play very similar to Shenmue. It's kind of that kind of style of game. So if you like Shenmue, you'll probably like Yakuza as well. So I've been wanting to get into these for a while, and it's going to be a while before I jump into this, because I do want to jump in with the first one, either Yakuza 0 or the original Yakuza. But the reason why I passed on Yakuza Kiwami, I actually had to take it back, was because it had label side damage on the disc, so I wasn't sure it was going to be able to run well. But because of that, I ended up getting swapping it out for a different game. So I got the Onimusha Warlords remaster on Xbox One, and the rest of these games are Xbox games as well. World of Final Fantasy Maxima. I do have World of Final Fantasy on PS4, but this is the one with like all the extra content and everything. I think the Maxima content is available as DLC on PS4, but they didn't get a full re-release like it did when it came to Xbox One and Switch. I also picked up Rage 2. I remember playing Rage on the original on the 360, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't like really really good, but it wasn't terrible either. And then this one kind of goes like more kind of the Borderlands style of game, so I'm definitely interested in trying that as well. And speaking of open world games, I did pick up a couple open world Ubisoft games. I picked up Far Cry 4 and 5. So definitely interested in looking at those. I do have 2 and 3 on the 360. I've never really played those yet. But I did mention Forza before, and I've only ever played the Forza Motorsport games, which is like the true sim racing, you know, round on tracks, and that's it. Whereas they also do have a open world style of racing game as well, and those are the Forza Horizon games, which I haven't tried yet. So I did go ahead and pick up Forza Horizon 2 as well. And then I picked up Darksiders 3. Look forward to a Let's Play of this sometime in a few months once I get a new capture card for my console games, because I have an old capture box and it does 720p 60 or 1080p 30, but I really want to do 1080p 60 or preferably 4K 30 or 4K 60. I would like to start uploading 4K footage as well. I don't have a capture card capable of doing that right now, so definitely look forward to this in a few months, maybe. And then the final thing I picked up is the Prototype Biohazard bundle. This is the remasters of the original Prototype and Prototype 2, which I do also have for the 360 and haven't played yet, because I noticed about a month or two after I got them that the discs were scratched all to hell, and I don't know if they're actually going to run. So since this is on a Blu-ray, they're kind of scratch resistant. This one will run a lot better, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing those as well. Anyways, and that is it for now. I know I kind of ran through things very, very quickly for having 26 games that I just picked up, but like I said, I haven't really played any of them yet. I do want to get them on the shelf. So anyways, I shall see you guys next time, hopefully with some big retro games. I really want to get back into collecting retro this next year. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Oh, and as a quick addendum, I completely forgot to mention this. Regular videos will be resuming soon. I still am working my way through Age of Wonders, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, and Final Fantasy II. Those videos will resume soon. I've been sick recently with a sinus infection and a little bit of a scratchy throat, and I've been coughing quite a bit. So hopefully those will resume soon. Within the next week or two, you should start seeing those pop up again. So anyways, until then, see you guys next time.